Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and if you like watching my content and want to support even further than just watching this video, you can do so. I now have a Patreon with all sorts of special goodies in there trying to help out my channel. You don't have to, but again, it does help. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys could help, that'll be great. If you don't, that's fine. Enjoy the video. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you a 1v1 game brought to you by Genghis Kablam. Yes, I know, kind of a weird name, but he's versing Hidden. Like at ranks, Hidden has the advantage for sure. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a rip-off map. I mean the original map made by Relic, Leglise Breakout, aka a condensed version of Leglise, as we can see in the background. Oh look, all the buildings and stuff from the previous map that you can't go to because it's cut off. Yeah, it's meant for 1v1, so it's a smaller, thin version of the map that essentially includes the town's area, a tiny portion of the countryside, not really, and then on the left is same thing, just like a very tiny slimmed down version with lots of tank debris, because you know it seems like these Shermans came from behind and flanked these armored units, but also got destroyed in the meantime, so no idea what happened. Yeah, no idea. In any case, we continue. We have one OKW player, one Soviet player. Hidden went shock rifle front lines. He's also going, yep, special rifle command. And this, kind of weird. Usually I would see this if you go guards troops, because again, the AT with the special, the penal battalion from the special rifle command is a great combo, because it's great infantry and armor. With shock troops, it kind of limits it. Maybe some people want to do really powerful close range infantry with just medium range, but it doesn't make sense in my eyes. I just don't get it. So right now Hidden's kind of at a deficit right now, so we shall see. In any case, we keep going over here, and we can see that the OKW player kind of capturing the left with the Kubo and the right pushing with infantry. Also, I kind of like how he's blocking this area off with barbed wire, preventing the enemy from pushing up, which is very nice, very nice. Look over here behind heavy cover, and you may be asking yourself, oh my god, building, the OKW player is going to lose. Well, you have to remember, even though it has 4 windows, it's still engineers, and engineers kind of suck. Volk squads kind of do better, so yeah, these guys are going to win, even though technically you would figure hiding behind a car would not be as good as a building, but I digress. Penal troops move in, and they're really good infantry. They are essentially convicts that the Russian army inscribed to be like, hey, we're losing. We need every man in the front. You know what's great men? All the people we have in prison and jail. You know how you can serve your sentence? Remember Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz? You can go hand in hand with your comrades into minefields, and if you make it and don't go blasted 50 feet in the air, your prison sentence has been reduced. Oh boy. Also in this thing, because I don't see a lot of people go, is a sniper and a scout car, along with penal troops. Now, scout car can obviously beat that Kubo. Just look at the size difference between the two. But unfortunately, this thing does have a default. The big thing, it's big, bulky, and most importantly, susceptible to small arms fire. So enough fire from Volk squads or even a Sturm coming in from the flank could easily kill this thing. Now, penal troops, very good, better with flamethrowers. Way better. So I'm really surprised this guy isn't trying to upgrade them or do anything with them. Because again, the clown car is something that's very known with COH2, where you put a flame unit inside and just burn everything down. So very, very surprised that is not happening, or he's not doing that with the scout car, because that's what I typically do with the scout car. Get a penal troop, get a flamethrower, burn everything, then go to their medical or mechanized or even like a base and just throw a satchel on it. Usually bunkers is the main predominant with those satchel charges, but hey, sometimes you have to go with the other. So, okay, so what do you do in this situation? Well, it looks like the Soviet player and the OKW player, again, one's pushing heavy on the right, Soviet player's kind of pushing on the left, but trying to hold. It's just not working, though. I just feel like he needs more infantry on the front lines, and even with the penal troops being better at versing infantry than the Volk squads, you can just see they're winning. Now, I will say this. Genghis, I see these 3. If you go Luftwaffe ground forces, I swear to Christ, I will despise you. I know you're a low-level player, and you may be thinking, man, those Fallschirmjägers look cool. They're not cool. They will never be cool, alright? They're terrible. too constantly. They're just annoying, and it takes too long for them to upgrade. I would highly recommend Special Operations. This map is too close quarters for a YAG. So again, go Special Operations. And again, the STG-44s would be great at killing penals, even with flamethrowers. Push over here. Heavy cover. No cover. Probably should get the heavy cover. Maybe the tractor? Is that tractor? I don't... What is that? Some type of truck that has no bat. I have no idea why that's there. Alright. Cool. That's interesting. Anyway, moving on. Let's see, Kubo, I guess, will try to capture some territory. Penals pushed it back. We do have to worry because, again, Hidden does have a lot of infantry, but again, I feel like the OKW player... Oh, never mind. Getting pushed back by a... Oh, shoot. If he throws the satchel on that while it's being made, he's so screwed. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm not sure if I'm not losing my voice, but my throat is kind of sore, so sorry. May take a water break here or there or everywhere during this video, so I apologize about that. But in any case, we can see here a nice push. Unfortunately, again, cover is what Genghis. Cover is your friend. Cover is your ally. I highly recommend it. Nice job though, cutting off the control point, and again, that would cut off essentially the fuel and resources they would get from this point. So we can see the Axis player, I mean the allied players are getting like 30 fuel, but they're still getting this fuel, which is pretty bad. Scout car doing what it does best and burning infantry down. Oh shoot. Okay, so this is the problem that people face again. Flamethrower, enough flame damage and it will kill it. If he throws a satchel charge on this thing, which, okay, I think he's doing. Okay, that failed. Wait a second. What do you... Really? Really? I will say this, at least they're making fun of it, but my god, that was incredibly stupid. To an absurd degree. Now, we do have a half strike coming out. This could help counter this easily. He doesn't have much AT, I don't think. Let's double check AT grenades. He does not have those. So yeah, he could easily get out of half track and pretty much be unstoppable. Also, very surprised that he hasn't upgraded these. Oh wait, he did upgrade them. He's just waiting for it to heal. And since it's never going to heal, he's not going to get a Panzer Shrek. There we go. So it looks like the OKW player is on his last legs. The Axis player, the Allied player is predominantly spreading, and I feel like, again, if he can keep his infantry alive, he'll be okay. I have no idea what he's saying nice about. I'm assuming just counterattacking in general. But yeah, it's pretty much just an infantry fight, and I'm very surprised at the Soviet player, again, because he's not using the infantry advantage. And he's kind of failed with his infantry tactics, honestly. We do have a half strike coming in, and this will essentially be a step up over the Soviet player. I don't think the Soviet player will be able to fight this at all. We shall see, but I don't think so. I honestly think that, again, unless he gets AT grenades, which, okay, it's going to be a little while, this thing is pretty much going to own. Flak track, pretty good. It suppresses infantry and also does a lot of damage to infantry, which is why I kind of like it. Also, you don't have a Valkyrie Chronicle skin, and I'm really disappointed. Oh, wait. You know, actually, something I'm going to bring up. So, I realized that the Spider-Man director is, like, a newer director. He made like, 2 films. One with, like, a cop that I really want to see. It's, like, Drive or something. It was not Drive, the movie that has, like, just, like, character driving a car that won a bunch of Oscars. It's literally, like, Kevin Bacon as a driver with 2 kids steal a cop car, and there's a dead body in the trunk, and the cop's, like, trying to get the car back. Yeah, that's interesting. But he made a movie before that was off a YouTube video called A Clown. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it is now being released in theaters. I'm like, wait a second. This movie came out like 3 years ago. What? No, yeah, no. 2 years ago. My apologies. 2 years ago. It was literally released in Europe and it's slowly released. I literally saw this film like a small portion online. And I'm just like, okay. It doesn't really make sense, but why not? Oh, it's okay. And then the other film's like, okay, that's pretty good. So I'm like, what? Why? What is going on here? I'm so confused. Why is it in theaters now? You know what? It's probably because it kills kids. I'm just putting out there. The clown literally eats kids, so that's probably why it hasn't hit theaters yet. But still, 2-year embargo Jesus. Anyway, in that time of me going on my rant about something that's completely off topic and just like very confusing, same thing like the Soviet scenario of why he went to penal troops, but he's not upgrading them nor using them efficiently, in my eyes. Although we do have a nice, yeah, I'm gonna call this a blob. Why do you bring up a sniper in the front of a blob? I don't know. What level are you again? Oh yeah, you're 3 stars, so you should not do that. This is a big no-no. Although I do like the Minesweeper. Thank you for doing that. But what do you do? Like, I'm so confused right now. And now I'm really confused. Okay, don't put your sniper in the front. Hide it in the back. And especially going around shrubs and bushes, that's a big no-no. Also, very nicely done with the conscripts. I throw that heat-seeking grenade. There we go. Need to wind it up first before you throw it. I don't know why Soviets have to, like, attempt 2 throws before they do it, but fine. Half-track damage, and this could be a great opportunity to rush in another squad or 2 and murder this thing. Or better yet, throw a satchel. Hit it again, weaken its engine even more, and then throw a satchel on it and kill it. There you go. The Kubel, I swear to God, if you throw an AT grenade at the Kubel, I will murder you. Oh, he got suppressed. We couldn't do anything. Oh, and this... Oh. Yeah, here's the thing. When I said throw a satchel charge... What do you mean, GG? Whatever. Anyway, when I meant throw a satchel charge, I didn't mean to go out the front door and have the flak track literally open fire at all your men going down the stairs. Come around the side, use heavy cover so you don't get suppressed, and throw a satchel. Now, Genghis Khan, you are using you have a lot of manpower saved up. I really think you should probably focus on the infantry and also probably get a truck out. I would say a mechanized would be pretty good, but again, now you can instantly heal this thing. Also move it back maybe so you don't, it doesn't die. But, if you want to keep it alive, oh shoot, yeah, retreat. 2 conscripts moving up? No way. Not gonna work. Again, I feel like this hitting guy is just being real poor with his infantry. He should be doing a lot better job at keeping them alive and also kind of micromanaging. He's just failing kind of poorly at that for such a high level. Anyway, healing. He does have an AT gun. I'm assuming he's bringing that out to fight the half-track. So, it's pretty good. Again, and also you get that native artillery ability you could use. But like I said, he needs to keep pushing on the OKW player because, again... things are not going to go well if he doesn't. Now, again, are we throwing a Molotov cocktail? We are. Very nice. They'll burn the MG into little bits. Already half dead. 2/3? We're at 2/3. Alright, nice. Yeah, walk through the fire. That's a great idea. Anyway, half-track doing a nice job pushing back the infantry. Again, don't charge a half-track head-on. Use the debris and cover to, like, flank around it. I swear to God. What are you doing? Okay, here's a tip. Don't send stuff unsupported. Ergo, the AT gun that is literally going to be met by a bunch of Stern Pioneers. Hey, Stern Pioneers excel at close range. AT guns have small arms, but mostly will die in a couple seconds. Oh, look, they all got squad wiped in like 2 seconds flat. Now, the question is the Stern Pioneers, which should have better health... Wow, is he really going this way? MG suppresses them. Alright, now unfortunately I think this MG is kind of screwed, but we do have a half-track that is finally moving from its position, kind of helping out. Dude, keep retreating. Now, stop moving. Stop moving. No? Fine, whatever. Okay. There we go. I have no idea what you're trying to do with this guy. You already threw a Molotov cocktail, and, well, it takes a while for it to fire again. I mean, AT grenade. One more will do it. So this is what you do. You keep chasing it, and then, because it'll take a while to set down, you keep chasing it, and then you throw an AT grenade. Ready? Alright. I was going to say go, but not run. You understand the concept? Oh my god. You and Fallschirmjäger, Doctor. I hate... Whatever. Whatever. If this comes back to bite you in the ass, I warned you. I warned you. Anyway, this doctrine include... Anyway, while Hidden's ones include shock troops, a KV flamethrower, and of course an IS-2... Wait a second. Why do you have so much fuel? Okay, you have the support weapons companion, which also doesn't make sense why you don't get an MG, but I digress. Why aren't you getting armor? Genghis Khan is very lucky that he... I mean, like, he has just got enough fuel for it. I mean, you should probably got it sooner, but whatever. Put out a half-track. I would say, like, here would be a good position, maybe. I don't know. But why do you go this doctrine? I'm assuming the MG defenses is the thing you want and or need. But, I mean, the Soviets did bring out an AT gun, so you know he has at least AT capabilities. So maybe in this scenario, an MG might not be the best thing. Plus, your half-track is kind of suiting that purpose. So, I mean, you are getting MGs, but they did recently burn to death, so maybe that's something you have to watch out for. Oh, nice half-track. Again, in a building, pretty smart until you have a flat gun shooting you. Then it's not so great. Yeah, so right now the Soviet player, what I would recommend him doing is... Okay, so he got a KV. This is actually something I don't recommend. And you may be asking yourself, well, Greyshot, why? Because the enemy has a lot of Volk squads, and I feel like this could come back to bite him in the ass. I mean, I don't get me wrong, KV is good, and right now the main predominant threat is a half-track. It's the only armor piece he has. So, hypothetically speaking, he could use that to his advantage. Also, Stern Pioneers have mines. I've been seeing him lay down some in the area, so maybe that could hurt it. I would say also pick up the AT gun, but apparently he failed to do that a while back. We do have one Panzerschreck. We don't have that much AT. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. I see this going very poorly. All the flames. Now again, the KV-8 has some serious armor, but also has a serious flamethrower, which again is currently burning all the infantry to death, and also causing my frame rate to go to shit. Thank you. Fire effects that are not that properly, you know, kind of in the game or kind of adjusted. Nice running over, but again, your shock troops are also kind of burning to death right now, because again, it's like a napalm. It just sticks to the ground in this game. Flamethrower is going to kill that MG. More units hiding in the back. I guess they're trying to burn the headquarters down, but that KV took enough Panzerschreck fire. I don't think it's gonna make it. Where's the half-track, by the way? Oh, there it is. Alright, I guess keep firing. Keep hoping for the best. Alright, it's barely alive. This half-track could win. Just stop moving and just open fire. Just open fire. Boom. Oh, it's none of it's piercing. Just like one hit would do it. Okay, the half-track. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't you... If this bounces, I swear to... And then Fallschirmjägers come in and save the half-track and the... Wow. Could have threw another AT grenade, but apparently that's a no-go. Alright, I'm going to say this once, and I will not say this again throughout this entire replay. I will say it once. Fallschirmjägers? Alright, you guys? Yep, you guys looking at me? Good job. Carry on. I will not say that again. You will never hear me say that again. Oh boy. Yeah, so that was actually a good job. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it a few times. I was worried the KV would turn around and just burn them all to death. But overall, not bad. I have to say, not bad. Now, unfortunately, this is like the last of his infantry, and if this guy was smart, he would throw maybe a... Nope. He's just gonna run. Okay. Half-track will do. At least we'll suppress their shock troops, and... Wow, okay, kill a lot of them. And make him retreat even though he threw smoke. I don't understand that logic. Just wasting some munitions. Are you throwing it at this thing or that thing? Either one. You're gonna take it. You're gonna need a lot more. So I don't understand what you're doing. My current. Okay, so here's my big issue with this game. The Soviet player, terrible with infantry, and if he was going to go for the KV, just get the IS-2. Like, I don't know. I personally would have just saved for an IS-2, and I feel like if he would have done that, it would have been GG. Because I don't think he has anything to fight an IS-2. I seriously don't think he does. An IS-2 is great at one-shotting infantry, can take a lot of hits, probably more so than a KV-8, and overall has a Dushka heavy machine gun that also tears apart infantry. This thing would have done it. Maybe a Panzerschreck would have damaged its engine, but or like a Panzerfaust, but overall it's just I just don't see it. I truly don't. But that's just me. Let's see, some shock troops moving in. We're gonna throw a grenade. A nice Molotov cocktail. That'll hurt the Fallschirmjägers. Cause them to take a little bit more health damage as they retreat, but overall not bad. Just not bad. Wow, and you have enough for an airborne drop. Soviet player, though, could probably keep going, I would probably say. He has enough men for it as long as he doesn't keep dying. And if he saves up for an IS-2, he could probably get in the amount of time he needs him to save. Again, if he plans his resources wisely, which he has really not done. Okay, so this location, I don't know. I like it's uphill, and I like how this thing could probably shoot down this area and also kind of hold this sector. It's not too bad. I do find an Su-85 could maybe fire up this way, but since it's on a slope, I'll give it credit. It's a lot harder for a vehicle to hit something going uphill than it is like downhill. So good. Also, nice job with the half track, almost killing this thing. Manages to escape. A T-gun though, pushing it back. Heavy cover for some what are you doing? I don't know. Alright, shock troops, gonna leave. 5-star Volk. A lot of Fallschirmjägers. 2-star half track. We also have this thing preventing a flank. Sturm Pioneers coming around. Again, this is why you have to watch yourself. Oh, was that shock? No, you get that 3. That's a concussive grenade. Yeah, just owning the AT gun and any retreats. Couldn't do much else. Throwing an AT grenade. Why are you doing that? I don't understand. Again, 3-star player making some really, really stupid moves. And I'm going to assume that's GG. Yeah, you had a lot of forces. You lost half of them in some stupid raid where you weren't really concentrated. Overall, I'm really surprised he didn't push on the left. I feel like you would have more you would have more room. If he's planning down over here along with the headquarters, it's equally far for him to go this way with his HQ. Resource-wise, Genghis did pretty good, about 12,000 damage. Hidden did more, but he also lost a lot more. Also, I think his just tactics were pretty bad. His saving grace was the KV, and he kind of fucked that up. So, yeah. And even if you could say, oh, Greyshot, if he would have stayed around longer, he may have won. I don't think so. Because, again, the half-track's up, and most likely he probably would have got himself a Panther. And even with an IS-2, let's say you give it a minute, and in that minute, there's, for whatever reason, enough to give him an IS-2 and a Panther. Typically, I've seen the IS-2 lose to a Panther because its explosive rounds bounce off a Panther. So, it's not a clear-cut win. And then with the AT support from Panzerschreck fire, I just don't see... just with the infantry support alone, I see the OKW player still winning. Even though it was kind of closer than, I guess, Soviet player would have thought. I think if he would have saved for the IS-2 and bum rushed it faster than the KV, he would have won. Because that would have stopped him from getting this thing, cancel out his armor, and essentially would have been the GG approach. But like in the last video with the Yag Tiger, this was just the wrong call that cost him the game. But in any case, I want to thank you guys for watching this smaller, in-depth 1v1 game brought to you by Genghis Kablam. Sure, why not? If you guys want to send in your own replay, you can do so via my Facebook and or Gmail. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, maybe check out my Patreon if you have time. And I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot, and time to go back to, of course, the comments. Again, make sure you guys post your comments, I'll go over it. Let me guess, crucial point, Jagger King. For the last video, I said there was a crucial point. Yeah, so I wish it was just Yag or place down in placement, and then it just went downhill. It's nice to watch, and by the way, my voice is still out, so I apologize about that. It's nice to watch these so I can learn to play myself and not make the same mistakes. Very nice to hear. Herpy here. Even when I got on the Yag early, the sheer rate of fire from the Su-76 would still counter it. Reason being the shell shock that the Yag receives whenever it bounces shells. Plus, I would have buttoned it in order to maneuver and flanked it with conscripts. Very true, but if he was a good player, he would have put an AT line and infantry to block your guys from getting close to it, and then also use those as scouts to then snipe your Su-76s. That's the counter. Now we have this guy. I'm not going to go in all this comments because it kind of just divulged. I'm a guy, anyway, a guy who just happens to love and play this game on a daily basis, but hearing your commentary on some issues made me subscribe. Like to hear this. Thank you for your comment, Robert. Very nice to hear. Nice video, Greyshot. The Russian guy basically won the game. Was a nice match. Yeah, kind of, again, versing 2v1. Can you leave a link to your Patreon? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to the top, well, I'll show you in a second. Good replay, man. Thank you. Remember, guys, if you just go to my Patreon right up here, you can easily just click on it and just go directly to my Patreon. So in any case, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.